Hello students, today we are going to do salt analysis of solution number 5th, and this is the OS of your solution number 5th. Okay, so first we start with our A part, that is preliminary test. In that first you have observed color, and as you can see your color of the OS is green. So in your observation you have to write down that is green, and inference is either Fe plus 2 or either Ni plus 2 may be present. Next you have litmus test. For that, first of all you have to take a litmus paper. Here I will take a blue color litmus paper and dip this paper into OS solution and observe, and as you can see your blue color litmus paper turns into red. I will check for another litmus paper, that is red litmus paper. Dip this into OS and check. So red litmus paper doesn't change. So in your observation, what is your observation? That is blue to red. It means acidic, and the salt of strong acid and weak base are present. Then next you have flame test. Okay, so first we have to clean this platinum wire with the concentrated HCl. So you have to dip this platinum wire into HCl and heat in the burning flame. You have to clean platinum wire. Now you have to take small amount of OS into test tube and concentrated HCl into that, and after that dip this platinum wire in the mixture of OS plus HCl and observe the flame. And here you can see that we didn't get any particular flame. So in your observation you have to write down that no particular flame, and all of these positive radical which have a characteristic flame, they may be absent. Next you have borax bead test. For borax bead test, first of all you have to make a loop. You have to turn this platinum wire and make a loop of it. So as you can see this loop. Now first you have to make a borax bead. That how will you make? First of all heat this platinum wire and dip into the borax powder. And make it a transparent bead. You have to make bead a transparent. Your bead should be a glass line structure. If not it is then heat it till you get a transparent. So as you can see your bead become a transparent. So now after become a transparent bead, this bead you have to put in your OS and heat it again and observe the color of the bead. So here I dip this bead into OS solution, and now I heat it. You have to heat. Again you have to dip. You have to dip 2 to 3 times. So for the borax bead test, you have to give a strong heating. So now we will observe the color of the bead. And you observe that the color of the bead is green, or you can say bottle green color. So in your observation, you have to write down color of the bead is bottle green color. So your bead color is bottle green. So Fe+2 may be present. Now we are going to perform wet test for positive radicals, or you can say group analysis. For that we have first test, that is OS plus dilute HCl. So we have to take small amount of OS in test tube. After taking OS in test tube, we have to add dilute HCl solution and observe it. So as you can see, your observation is no precipitates. So in this chart you have to write down your observation will be first test OS plus dilute HCl. Here you get no precipitates. So first group is absent, and this positive radicals are also absent. Now second test is OS plus dilute HCl plus H2S. So again we have to take small amount of OS in test tube. After that we are adding dilute HCl and after that H2S solution. So your observation is no precipitates. So for this test OS plus dilute HCl plus H2S, you have to write down no precipitates, and second group is absent, and these positive radicals are also absent. Now we are going to perform a third test, which is OS plus NH4Cl plus NH4OH till alkaline. So in that test, what you have to do, you have to take small amount of OS in test tube. After that you have to add ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. After adding NH4Cl, you have to put a red litmus paper in your test tube. Why we are adding red litmus paper in our test tube? Because you have to add NH4OH till your medium become alkaline. So your medium should be alkaline till you have to add NH4OH, and after that you have to observe what you get. So now we are adding NH4OH till our litmus paper turn into blue. We have to shake thoroughly, and you observe precipitates. So in your third test, What is your observation? Your observation is you get precipitates which is green or blue in color. So your inference is group third A is present. So might be Fe plus 3, Al plus 3, Cr plus 3 or Fe plus 2. All of them, one positive radical is present in your solution. So in your wet test for positive radical, you get that group 3A present. So now we are analyte of group 3A. So for that we have test that OS plus NaOH. So after adding NaOH, if you get brown precipitates, then Fe plus 3 present. If you get green precipitates, then Fe plus 2 or Cr plus 3 may be present. So now what we have to do, we have to take small amount of OS in test tube and we are adding NaOH and observe what we get. So here we take small amount of OS, in that we are adding NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So now we see what we get. So as you can see, we get green color precipitates. So if we get green color precipitates, it means that either Fe plus 2 or Cr plus 3 may be present. So now here mention that if green precipitates, then you have to take again OS, you have to add concentrated HNO3, boil it and cool, and after added NH4OH in excess. So if you get reddish brown precipitates, then Fe plus 2 may be present, and if you get bluish green precipitates, then Cr plus 3 may be present. So now we will do this test. So now we take small amount of OS in test tube. Here we have to deal with concentrated solution. So we have to use test tube holder. After adding OS into test tube, you have to add concentrated HNO3 with the help of glass tube. So after adding HNO3, you have to boil this solution. Make sure your test tube is not wet. You have to boil this mixture of OS and HNO3. So after boiling this mixture, you have to cool, but wait for some time because it's a very hot. So you have to start tap and you have to cool under the tap water. So you have to cool it like this way, and you have to cool a proper cooling, it's needed. So your mixture is cool completely. After that you have to add NH4OH in excess. So you have to add a large quantity of NH4OH into this mixture. See what you observe. You have to add excess, so make it possible that you have to fill half test tube. So here you clearly observe that this is the reddish brown precipitates. So in this test, see what we have. If reddish brown precipitates, then Fe+2 may be present. So here we get reddish brown precipitates. So we infer that Fe+2 may be present. From the group analysis, we find that Fe+2 present. But Fe+2 here still not confirmed. So we have to do confirmatory test for Fe+2. So for that we have two tests. First we have OS plus K3FeCN6, that is potassium ferricyanide. If you get blue precipitates, then Fe+2 confirm. And second test is OS plus NaOH. If you get green precipitates, then also Fe+2 confirm. So now we are going to do confirmatory test for Fe+2. So here we take OS in test tube. Now we are adding potassium ferricyanide, that is K3FeCN6. And you observe a blue color precipitates. So Fe+2 confirm. Now we take a second test, that is you have to take OS in test tube and you have to add sodium hydroxide, NaOH. And here also you observe a green color precipitates. So your positive radical is Fe+2 confirm. So in your solution you get positive radical, that is Fe+2. So after getting positive radical, we have to find negative radical. So for that, first of all we start with the wet test for negative radical. So first test is OS plus AgNO3. If you get white precipitates, it means Cl- may be present. So now we have to take small amount of OS in test tube. After getting OS in test tube, you have to add silver nitrate AgNO3 and observe it. As you can see here, we didn't get any precipitates. So here you have to write down in your observation that no white precipitates. So Cl- is absent. So second you have OS plus BaCl2. So you have to take small amount of OS in test tube and we are adding BaCl2, barium chloride. So here we get a white precipitates. So your observation is white precipitates and we get white precipitates, so that SO4 2-, that is sulfate, may be present. So after that sulfate may be present, we have to confirm that sulfate is present. So we have to do confirmative test for negative radical. So here chlorine is absent, so we don't have to perform. Here we get only sulfate, so we have to only perform confirmatory test for sulfate. So here what you have to do? OS plus lead acetate. If you get white precipitates, then sulfate is confirmed. So now we take small amount of OS in test tube and we are added lead acetate. If we get white precipitates, then sulfate is confirmed and we get white precipitates. So negative radical SO4 -2, that is sulfate, is confirmed.